What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? I'll give it like 2 minutes and then we'll get started. I'm pretty much just breaking down charts so y'all can kind of just watch me do my thing. Right. Still give it another minute, but I'm looking at USD. I'm looking at gold. We might check out USD. See what's going on here. We're gonna check out the dollar so we can make sure we're in the loop on that. We're gonna look at everything. Again, I'm gonna just be kind of charting on this one. Probably won't be doing too much talking. Might be doing a little bit of humming. I'm listening to some music, but this is just kind of for y'all to follow along. And I'll just kind of update y'all where I feel like I need to be updated. This is kind of like a follow along. We're gonna go through all of these and try to see what I can see. The best ones don't make it. This is either gonna go for a new low or it's gonna reverse somewhere in here. I would look for a reversal somewhere in this zone. Not too bad. So for now, I see this still at least headed there. So I can be a big 50% off this too. This is this isn't bad. It's not bad at all. It's not too bad. Something y'all can look at. It's not too bad. Cool. Let's see, man. What are we doing here? It's just kind of be bouncing back and forth, man. You know? And I wouldn't be surprised if this trend continues up this week. So something like this, I really wouldn't be surprised. This is the thing though. It's two things that can happen, I would say, right? So since it's the weekly, we would either get a small candlestick to just give a small retracement into the continuation of like in this 1 week candle, or we would come up to take this high right here, and then we would bearish and go and give a strong bearish candle, probably leading into this area here to close. So kind of two options. Either way, we should touch this high. So even if it is to retrace down, right, and then shoot up, this high will be taken. Even if it is to go up to bearish and go, to do that, to take the high of the liquidity and get into bearish and go, it's still gonna take the high. So either way, this is a target point. Um, as of right now, we are forming a structure in leads of a higher, higher, higher low. Because the viewpoint is from a weekly perspective, I would expect somewhere around Wednesday for it to kick in, and at least start to truly show itself. So we could see retracement to this level here somewhere. So we're looking at something like this at least to go back up to take the high, and this could give us either a ABC, which would potentially lead us further down, or we're just going for that simple retracement for the continuation up. So we could be actually already forming the one, two, three, four, and then five. So it's kind of one of the two options that I'm seeing is why for now this high and this low. So target this low first and then moving up to this high. So y'all can find some intraday scalps just on the DXY pairs. All right. So Euro USD, if it is to drop down first, that means Euro USD to go up a little bit more. So we are starting to form a head and shoulders on Euro USD. So that's kind of nice to see. Um, with the dollar actually giving that kind of that viewpoint as well. So just a little bit more down, which should push a little Euro USD a little bit more up, right? And then if we are to get the reaction here, that should shoot it up, which should then shoot Euro USD down. So we should be able to find a decent sell on Euro USD right here this week. You'll be looking at that future trade. Mm, we're gonna have to bring it down a little bit more, y'all. Looks like the internet's tripping. I hope it's not tripping for y'all, but cool. So that's kind of what I'm saying for Euro USD this week, if that is to relate on the dollar, which it should, because we should hit these 2 points at least, or at least just go straight up and hit this one. But even if it just goes straight up and hits this point, that would still drop Euro USD down to our target point. So at some point, we're going to be looking for a sweep of this high and then a test into the range here and then a drop. This I'm expecting a drop right here. So the true stop loss on this is like 13 pips maybe, right? And I just wanted to give y'all enough wiggle room, so we'll probably look at like a 22 pip stop loss. It's EU gold. I do see gold pushing up a little bit more for now. I actually want to see something on. I kind of want to see something textbook here. So I literally want to see one more of those into this wave four. So basically, once we're done with wave five, price action should lead into wave four, which would be this area. So I'm still expecting gold to be bearish until we get down here. So as of right now, and I do like the fact that we did close out of um, bearish engulfing for the week last week. So I don't expect too much of a momentum back up. I don't even expect price action to break this high at all. So we're going to be looking for our trade pretty much within this range. I would say from here to here, we are looking for a sell for the continuation down on gold. So for now, we could be looking at short-term pulls up, but mainly again focusing on the sell. Let me go ahead and highlight these areas. Pharma. All right, cool. So one of these two areas we should see the sell. Not sure where, but somewhere in the box. I'm just gonna give y'all a box. Somewhere in the box, we should see the sell for the continuation down. And we will lead into here. So y'all have this is 360 pips for y'all. AU. So AU already did this one. So AU, I'm looking for price action to give one more low. So sweep of this low with a little bit of an extension. And then I'm looking for price action to head back towards the upside on this one. So short-term retracement. This could flow after Euro USD does do its head and shoulders. So, because again, somewhere around here on Euro USD, we could be seeing a push back up if the DXY is to give that scenario. So, as far as for like here, if we do end up dropping once we go down and then up, and then if we end up dropping here, then this would end up flying Euro USD from here. So, in relation, I'm looking for something like this on odd USD, potentially to take this high. Liquidity is resting right there, and then we'll slowly push down for the week and then the move up. Cool. So that's a few right there. Let's look and see what else we can see. If y'all are new to the streams, make sure y'all are following us on TradingView. That way y'all don't miss out on any future streams. As well as if you scroll down on your screen, you'll see the link to our free Telegram chat room, where I'm a little bit more active, as well as our website. My email, if you have any questions, you can send me an email. Our YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, all of that information is down below as well. So this played pretty nicely from the C point. Got a nice, huge rejection, instant push back up, back into liquidity range. Starting to get a rejection right now. Something like this, I am expecting the DXY to potentially, like the chances of it making that reversal and actually dropping long are higher than it actually going up long. So we could see something like this, and then another drop down. That's possible. We could even go up to take the high and then drop. So that's possible. But I'm not really seeing another push up on this necessarily right now. We'll have to see, but I'm not really seeing a push up on this right now. I'm really seeing almost a halt in price, and we might be finding a resistance overall, just I would say in this range for a potential fall, just in general. So we could be looking to see price action actually head all the way down in here to where the structure actually started. So that's that. Was looking for a push up after the sell down on USD last week. We have now reached back at entry. Is what it is. It actually closed me here, so I bought it around here. Um, and then it popped up and then closed me back out of entry here. Then I took another buy around here, and then I was able to close out somewhere around here, and then it ended up coming back to entry. It is what it is. On this thing about this right now is the structure is very corrective, and it's not going impulsive like I would like it to. So I am seeing a switch potentially. So we could be going, for example, uptrend, and then we could be starting to shift into a downtrend. So we could be going into that phase. As of right now, I see two options happening here. We either go corrective like this, and then we drop, or we go, which is still corrective. So we end up doing something like this, breakout, retest, and then continuation down to end up forming the head and shoulders pattern. So we could do that. We could go back up for one more high. Remember, we usually would get three retests of a high before we actually drop. So we could that as well. As long as it doesn't break this high, we're good. Um, so a few options, but what I am seeing altogether is downside on this potentially. So, and on the downside, it's limited to this level. So this is going to be the key point on price action. So once we get here, then we have to kind of assess everything because we could end up bouncing up and going long. So that would relate to if the DXY is to end up going long as well, right? So we would end up seeing price action respect this area. So y'all just kind of watch for that. But that is the options I am seeing on USD Few roads leading to at least a temporary downside push to this range or this range. Cool. UJ, I'm gonna leave this alone for now. When I tell you I'm gonna leave this alone, I'm gonna leave this alone for like a few months because it's just been whatever. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So I'm just gonna leave UJ alone because it's just been going up forever. So I don't know. We are near the high. It's more than likely going to go ahead and break this high. Um, yeah, it's more than likely going to break this high. So I think the last update I gave y'all, I did tell y'all I was looking for UJ to kind of continue towards the upside. Was looking for a reversal. I know I was looking for a reversal somewhere around here, but it failed to give a reversal here. So, um, which I think it was 147.5. Yeah, somewhere around here. No reversal, just kept going. What's oil doing? Nice, nice. Oil is following through. So this is something that I actually went over with one of the students. And we were kind of just watching this together, just looking for a few outcomes and seeing what price action could do. So far it's looking pretty small. I don't even know why I pulled that up because I don't even be trading those. What's Tesla doing? Structurally, that's what I'm saying on Tesla. So for NU, I was looking at two options on NU, which I still am. So from this area here, we're looking for price action to continue down and either melt all the way down for a new low, or it's going to respect price action right here and then shoot back up. If it is to do that, then I'll be looking to have a buy stop here. And once we break above this high, I'll look to enter this towards the long. And really, you would want to wait for it to break and retest and then enter long. So it all depends. This could get a little messy. Yeah, this could get a little messy. This one's probably gonna be tricky. I mean, as y'all can see, it's real choppy back and forth, so it could get a little tricky, especially in the area that it's in right now. I would mainly focus on pairs that are not as choppy, like Euro USD though, versus MU. NZD JPY. Key resistance area could see a retracement down to this range. I don't think price action is going to respect either of those two areas. We're looking for somewhere in this box for a potential move up. But it's real ugly. I wouldn't even touch this, y'all. Leave it alone. NZD CAD. So no, last time I was looking at this, I was looking for price to break this area here. So this trade was actually here to break this low, tap, and then shoot up. But it actually just shot up. The way this has been going corrective for so long, it's not going to go up. So this is one of those, it's going to end up just somehow, some way just melting and rolling over. It's been corrected for too long. So I really don't see it going up and testing this area. I see more so of just a meltdown or a slight break, which would be a false break to trigger buyers, and then the breakdown. So somewhere it would happen within here, and then the fall. So, but I only see a fall on this. I don't see the buy anymore. Long term, just because it's been choppy for too long. It's been corrected for too long. It shouldn't be corrected that long. So it's pretty much saying that it's a trap. So don't fall for the trap. Is the DCHF looking good? Looking good. So I was looking for a reversal off of one of these two zones. It actually looks like it gave the closures around here, and then we got a slight extension up into this range. But either way, it's actually falling. So we'll probably see this play out back into maybe 52,500. Yeah, maybe 52.5. Let's see what GU is doing. So GU is in a structure. Um, as of right, so as of right now, we kind of have to just go along with the structure. So let me see where I be. Which is cool. So let me shorten this. All right, cool. So, so we are. Where are we? On the higher time frame. Okay. So the thing about it is, this structure alone, the target for this structure is in these lows. Now, the debate is this the low, or can we consider this the low? So altogether, from a bigger perspective, this could be the low, but ultimately this is the bottom of it, right? Now, if we're considering this the low, technically we've already retested the low. Seeing that we've already retested the low, this structure alone could be completed and we could see price action and then retracing and then going back up. That's an option. Or we could be looking for more downside into this area of the low going off of this impulse, and then we have a corrective structure right here kind of forming on a daily time frame. And so we could be looking for something, maybe something like this for another push down and then the move up. So that's possible. Um, we could even go all the way back up and then shoot down. So that's possible as well. Um, Personally, I would like to see a push out of this zone at least to take this low and then a move up. So maybe looking for a retracement down and then an opportunity towards the upside. But this one might have a little mind of its own, seeing that it is the pound. So I don't know. This one could get a little tricky. It's kind of in between, in between. So in between this structure and then kind of in between this one as well. So I'm not sure. Then it's like if the dollar is to end up going long, right? Um, so if the dollar does respect here and then end up going long, that would end up giving GU just a slight retracement and then that continuation down to lead way further down in here, right? So, but I really think that we might end up going for a sweep of this high and then a drop. So what that would actually do, more than likely, is that would take GU down into the low, and it could either go to this low or it would go for a sweep and then a move up. And I would prefer the sweep because it would give us another structure on the downside. So it will kind of give us, and it'll be ugly, but it'll give us, we could either go off of this double bottom if we just reverse from this range here. So again, it could be ugly, but we could go off of that range there. Mm, And I'm really not even seeing it. I really wouldn't even want to see it go all the way down there. I would want to see it go right here. I would want to see GU drop right here and then go long. Um, this could be tricky, y'all. This could be tricky. So just be cautious. But a few outcomes that I'm seeing right there. Let's see. Let's see. Man, trading view has changed so much. I don't even know how to work this thing anymore. All of these little media apps keep coming up with updates, changing the interfaces like every other week. And I'm tired of trying to keep up. Now I have to find the notifications on TradingView because they didn't move them somewhere else, which is weird. Okay. So, side rant, my bad. So I was looking for GJ this week to actually drop further down. I still am. We could just have went for a small retracement here and then continuation down. We could be starting to build structure. So as long as it respects this high, I mean, I'm still bearish on this, and I'm looking for price action to head into most likely this range, but we'll close out somewhere around here. So still looking for a sell on GJ. Again, GJ's a wicker, so it could get ugly before it gets nice. We have something like that forming, so we could end up going back up into these highs to test this area. It's definitely possible. If you are still in the sale, be mindful that we could go back to entry, or we could go back up to this area. Don't want y'all to lose profit, so just be aware. But still bearish on this. Let's see. Really don't want to touch too many GBP pairs right now. So we had this one not too long ago. Ended up making entry after the sweep of this high. Impulsive drop down to TP1. Then it came back to entry. We'll kind of skip over a lot of these GBP pairs. We've already went over EU, Euro, SED, share. Mm, not fucking with it. Even GBP don't even feel like dealing with something like that. Man, I want to see a move from this area. I really want to see a move from this area after the take liquidity, but it's just been so it's just been so choppy in this range. I don't know because the way I trade, once we the entries I look for, they're supposed to be fast. So like for example, this area, once we take liquidity, it should move. So it shouldn't come back up in the area and continue to play. So it's a red flag. So I don't know. I'll probably leave this alone. So this is something I broke down with one of the students as well. Played out pretty nicely. We look for impulse to the upside. I think I did go over this with y'all on Sunday as well to show y'all this in the breakdown. You're odd. Mm, kind of in between right now. I don't want to deal with it. Leave it. This was nice. This was a really nice trade. More upside potentially. I think all the JPYs might end up giving us maybe another move towards the upside. So again, GJ as well could go back up to take those highs. So just be mindful of that because I just don't see UJ stopping. So I think UJ could drive them. Okay, I see it, Jeff. Yeah, nah. I didn't think I would sit. The structure looks a little too complex. I ain't feel like dealing with it. We already went over AU. Yeah, nah. No odd NGD. Odd CAD. So this is something we went over at the starting of the stream. So I'll be watching that for another push down to this area for that ultimate decision there. JPY. Yeah. I think for the upside on this, but it's like where, So I'm seeing for the upside, but I just don't know where. But I do think price action is going to lead into this range. So basically, you're looking for, and we could go here because I don't see a 5-wave forming. Sometimes when I draw, I just be extending it all the way like crazy. I don't see like, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? I don't see that happening. Just because I don't see the JPY going down that far. So we could be looking at this being ABC. And the most I would see is another sweep of this low and then the move up. So that's actually something, a real nice trade that y'all can look for this week for a reaction in this area for a move up. It's not too bad to look for that. It should lead here. All right, man. Last one. Let me see. Look, we get straight on this. I'm not even gonna deal with this and tell y'all now. Yeah, no. I like a little bit more price action to be built. And this is just it's straight impulse. So you would have to drop down to like the 15-minute. You would have to just straight scalp it. And I like to look for the way I trade. I like to look for reversals. So I like to enter here, 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 here. Like this is where I like to enter the market. Like here, you know. So here, it's just my trading style. Like I like to enter at the peaks. So I don't like to enter within the move. And I don't really necessarily like instantly coming on this chart. Nothing screams to me that it's about to stop dropping. So this is actually continue dropping maybe at least two somewhere around this range. But even then, we're in this bearish trend, right? And it's a huge bearish trend. So we'll more than likely just continue to fall. So this is something just for scalpers on like a 15 minute to 1 hour time frame, looking for retracements, counting the waves. We are looking to be at a potential fifth wave here. So we could see price action retrace into 4. So above 4 right here. And then another move continuation down. But ultimately this looks like just a pure sell-off. But it's just not my style. So skipping that. Now, if it does come up here perfectly, then something like this would be my style. I would enter here at that reversal, so catching that move there, so at the peak, and then selling it down. So yeah, but as of right now, no. All right, man. So that's all I had, y'all. I appreciate all of y'all for tuning in. If y'all have any questions, again, my email is down below. Shoot me an email. Make sure y'all are tuned in on the free Telegram chat room community, which the link is down below on y'all screen as well. Y'all have a great weekend. I'll see y'all later on. Peace.